Hello, Sherman Sims here, Porsche Riverside, and today we're going to talk about the new 2021 Cayenne Turbo. All right, so let's take a look here. This is the 2021 Porsche Cayenne Turbo. This is the jet black metallic with the black interior. I like to call it the tuxedo look. It's just elegant, you know. But I'm gonna go over the details on the front fascia, and then we'll work our way around the vehicle. So this has the Porsche Dynamic System headlamps, which are the PDLS Plus headlamps. And then on the Turbo, it's going to be a more aggressive front fascia due to the fact you have the larger inlets for the intercoolers. And then you also have the 360 camera, and I'll show you the more details of that, but it's actually positioned right below the front, right middle section of the front fascia, right below the Porsche crest. And below that's going to be the adaptive cruise control sensor. And I'll show you more details of that as well. But you have also the 4 parking sensors. And for the Cayenne Turbo in the United States market, $129,900 would be the starting MSRP. This particular vehicle is $148,000 MSRP. And you have a lot of options on this vehicle, but still a bargain for what you're getting. A lot of bang for your buck. Okay, so under the hood, we have the 4.0 liter V8 twin turbo. This vehicle puts out 541 horsepower, 567 foot-pounds of torque. Has a top track speed of 177 miles per hour, and 0 to 60 with the Sports Chrono Package of 3.7 seconds, and without the Sports Chrono Package, 0 to 60 would be 3.9 seconds. So moving to the side of the vehicle, you have the 21-inch exclusive design wheel, and the wheel arches are painted high gloss black. You also have the Porsche surface coated brake rotors, which is actually a tungsten coated rotor, and it's aluminum model block 10 piston caliper. It's actually 415 millimeters in the front, 4 piston calipers in the rear, and that's 315 millimeters in the rear. And then you also have, and mainly that's for better stopping power due to the fact that this vehicle does weigh more than 6,000 pounds. But you also have the 360 camera on this vehicle, so it's going to have a split mirror. One faces that direction, other one faces that direction. And that ties into the front camera, also the rear camera, which creates that 360, the 360 actually bird's eye view, the surround view. And then you also have the high gloss black on the window trim, high gloss black on the roof rails. Okay, so moving to the rear of the vehicle, you have the clear LED taillights. With the Porsche lettering is going to be satin black. And then the model designation in the rear, which is going to say Cayenne Turbo, is going to be exterior color match. So exterior color match being jet black metallic. You also have the sport exhaust and the high gloss black finish. And on the Cayenne, you have the comfort access. So you'll just, right under the license plate, and kick upwards. That's going to open the cargo area. And then with the seats up, you have 23 cubic feet of storage space. And then with the seats folded down, it's going to be 59 cubic feet of storage space. So that's a lot of storage space for the Porsche Cayenne. Then you also have tie downs in all 4 corners to tie down your belongings. There's also child safety anchors for each side and as well as the middle. So depending on where you'd like to position the car seat or the booster seat, you have your options there. There's also additional storage space here on the side. This vehicle has the air suspension, so you could actually adjust and lower the ride height here. So if you're loading up heavier item, notice the back end is starting to go down. So you're not having to lift it as high to load the cargo in the trunk area. And then when you're finished, you can just press the button and it's going to raise back up. And you also have storage space under the bottom here. Spare tire, jack assembly, also your wheel lock. This has the Bose premium sound, so you have your Bose amplifier. So here we are in the back seat of the 2021 Porsche Cayenne Turbo. This vehicle is equipped with the 4-zone climate. So each passenger can control their own climate. So you can set it 65, 75, 95 degrees even if you want it in the back corner, 55 degrees in the right corner. And then also if you have the 4-zone climate, you will have the additional side air vents as well for the AC or the heater. Then you have 2 USB Type-C fast chargers for back passengers to be able to charge their devices. And of course the panoramic moonroof with the power shade as well. So this is a lot of room, as you can see, just being in the back seat. I'm 5'9". I have plenty of knee room, plenty of headroom, a lot of space there. Also a armrests, and you have cup holders in the armrests here. And then the back seats also recline. So you have 4 different reclining positions here, and reclines just like a lazy boy recliner at home. You have, this is the ashtray, and there's also the power outlet for additional, the cigarette lighter for additional power as well. And then you could adjust the seat forward and back to compensate for more storage space in the rear if needed. There's also little pockets here for whatever you like. Another cup holders on the side of the doors. So getting into the interior, we have the 12-inch PCM here, which is your Porsche infotainment system center. I mean, this is gonna work everything. So I'm gonna show you, I'm kind of breeze through this real quick, but climate control is gonna be here. This can control the front air vent, so where you want it going, right? Where do you want the air blowing? If you want it blowing to the feet, to the face, above air vents, and then you also can control the rear climate, being that this has a 4-zone climate. So you can adjust the temperature, whatever temperature that you would want in that corner, left corner, and then you could also do the right corner as well, whatever temperature you want. Also adjust the fan speed back there if you needed, as well as the front. And then your style, if you wanted to blow soft, if you want the air to blow strong. Then you can also control the fan speed here and temperature as well. So I'm just going to turn this to sport because that's going to override the idle start stop that you're hearing the engine cut off and on. You have various apps here through the Porsche Connect, so you can check gas stations, news, your weather, call Porsche roadside assistance if needed, your hotel, parking, restaurants. You can even have the Google online search, so you get 3 gigs or 3 months free of that. And you also have your assistance here. So Porsche Active Safe, which is the forward collision warning, lane change assist that's going to illuminate the mirrors on those 3 dots, let you know there's a vehicle in your blind spot. And as far as devices goes, you can pair multiple devices, and then you can also select the device you want after you pair it. So if you wanted to, check maybe husband or wife's phone, or change the phone there, you can just go to LTE and select the phone that you want, and what option you want to do as far as Bluetooth, Apple CarPlay, and then of course this has the Bose premium sound. So adjust your bass, your Sirius XM. I'll always adjust this as well. So treble, I usually like to have it right around 3 and 7, or 3 and 6 is perfect. And when we go to car here, so you have normal, sport, sport plus, individual setting. This vehicle is equipped with the Sport Chrono Package, so you have your drive mode selector here. So now I just put the vehicle in sport. Now it's going to show you there as well. And then you also have Sport Plus, which is going to put the vehicle in its lowest setting. Stiffens up the suspension. Also going to have the most aggressive shift points for the engine and transmission. And then your individual setting, like say for instance, I just wanted to have this on terrain is high. So when I go to individual, as soon as I turn that knob, it's automatically going to put the vehicle at its highest terrain high, or just like the higher setting if you needed. And then you have your normal setting, which defaults to everything to normal. 20 seconds sport response, which will give you 20 seconds of Sports Plus, which is mainly 20 seconds push to pass if you need to get on the freeway, if you need that extra passing power. If you're exiting off of the off-ramp as well, it will downshift the vehicle for you to slow you down. And then let's see what else we got here. So chassis height, just the ride height of the vehicle, so that's pretty simple. And then when it goes to the chassis, you can have the normal smooth drive. Sport's going to be a little bit stiffer suspension, and then Sport Plus even more tightened and tightens up the dampers and the stiffening on the suspension even more so. Let's see what else here. So you have your phone, access to your phone when it's paired. You can search manually here, but you have the voice command back here, which is going to be on the actual blinker. And I would use that probably more so than I would even use like navigation or the actual touchscreen here. If you're driving and you're on the fly, you can't really use the PCM unless you're in park due to it's not safe. So you can just press the button, say, hey, send a text message. What would you like me to send? It'll ask you. and then you would tell it, give it the prompt what you want it to do, and then it's going to send that message. And you can also read text messages. So you can, pretty much summon Siri, or you can say, "Hey Porsche," and you can do PCM commands as well. So let's see what else we have here. Navigations. Just go destination, and then you can select what you want, or you can just go to POIs, which is pretty much like your concierge. If you want to go to the gas station, it will show you the distance, where it's located, the address, and how close it is. Sometimes it's going to show you also the price of gas. So $4.60, $4.63, $4.33 at the Arco, U.S. gas, $4.29, and so forth. So that's helpful as well, if because every dollar adds up, right? And so that's just for this PCM. I could also change this screen here just by scrolling up or down. So this is going to show your navigation as well, right side of the tachometer. This will show your destination empty. Currently right now we have 46 miles until we run out of gas, so I think we need to put gas in this thing, which we normally would do before the client takes delivery. But it's also going to show like your time, your drive time, your average consumption, your average speed on that trip per trip. And then go on a vehicle, it's going to show water temperature, oil pressure, also the battery voltage, and then oil PSI below, tire pressure on each individual tire as you're driving. And the Cayenne, and also the Porsche Macan SUVs, all Porsche SUVs are all-wheel drive. So typically it's 80% power to the rear wheels, 20% to the front. But that's going to fluctuate depending on the weather and road conditions. You'll see it go 60-40, 50-50. 80, 90-10 even. So it all depends on the weather and road conditions, but sophisticated all-wheel drive system, rest assured, it's always putting the power where it feels needed. This also has PDCC, which is Porsche Dynamic Chassis Control, which is going to keep the vehicle on the intended path, and it's going to keep the vehicle from in the events of like, it feels like it's going to roll over, it's going to adjust the suspension, apply the brakes, just to keep you planted. This is your G-force meter, because this vehicle does have tracking capabilities. You can take this to the racetrack and, even going through the canyon, find out how many G-forces you're pulling on a left turn, right turn, stop, and acceleration as well. Sports Chrono, you could clock the lap times, find out your fastest lap, and it'll clock laps as you go. And then back to the navigation image there. But you have a few different settings. I set it on the 3D map. This is showing the Google Earth satellite map, but you also have your standard map. Some people like the standard map. Some people prefer the Google Earth map. It's just all preference, but I like the Google Earth map myself. And then you can zoom in or out, just like this. Or you also have the option to use the knob as well. And as you get closer, you'll be able to see, you can see pools, you can see cars, and the residents as well. And this is going to show your speedometer. You also have your speedometer digital there. Outside ambient temperature, which is 89 degrees. And for the this has ACC, which is adaptive cruise control. So you can actually adjust the gap. See as I'm the distance. See as I'm moving the line, just distance up and down. Turn on the ACC is going to be on and off. Will be here, and resume. Just push up, cancel, push down. And that's going to be just simplified for that. You have the audio control for the radio here, volume up. This is your mute. This is going to be the back screen for this. And then for that screen, and then you also have the back screen for this screen as well. Pick up a call, hang up a call, and then this you can custom tailor to your liking. Assign any function on that diamond, and you can do a PCM function. So change source, repeat, driving instructions, and so forth. You can do an instrument cluster function. So Sports Chrono, if you want to clock the lap times, and you can change that anytime. So if you're like going to the racetrack, you can set this specifically for Sports Chrono, and then when you're done tracking the vehicle, you can change it to turn off the auto start stop on the vehicle or display your park assist. For me, I don't track my vehicle. I set it to where it just displays the park assist, because I find it very helpful when I'm going through the drive-through and want to make sure I'm not curbing the wheels. I could actually see the 360, and you also have your sensors as well. So it gives you more peace of mind. It gives me more peace of mind, at least, when I'm going through the drive-through, because some drive-throughs are a little sharper, some are a little wider, some are more narrow, and you get the idea there. But I want to show you the 360 surround view camera. So you have the 360 surround view, also the front and rear parking sensors, and just a rear view camera. And you can even set it to show like a panoramic. You can see the sides if you want. So you can custom tailor that as well. And the blue's like where we're going to end up. Orange is what we're trying to get to. And that red line there is less than a foot. This is actually your back bumper there, so that's less than a foot on that last line. And then you have the sensors also. So I think that's more than sufficient enough. But having the 360, of course, is always going to be a plus. And then you have your home link, so 3 gated garage door settings here. You also have the power shade for the top, and then also 1 touch open, 1 touch close for the glass panoramic moonroof, and then 1 touch up for the vent. And also, if you just press up for the vent and the shades close, you'll notice that when you go to hit vent, just press it once. It's going to push the top glass up, and then also leave a little bit of gap, a little bit of distance for the heat to escape in the summertime, which I feel is perfect for this time of year that we're in. Thank you for watching the video. If you liked the video, comment down below, hit like and subscribe. And if you're ever in the area, ask for me, Sherman Sims.